Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Making It Happen with Mary and I am Mary. Today's video, what are we going to talk about today? Y'all, I've been wanting to talk about this one for a little while now because I was pretty interested and intrigued when Bath & Body dropped this #3 line, or no, it's not #3. It's their clean line, I guess we're going to call it their clean line. The #3 on it is what tripped me up when I was first reviewing, when I did the first haul that had that in there. And I'm like, y'all, I felt like such a dummy because y'all were in the comments, were like, #3 is the third step, girl. You're supposed to do the shower gel, the lotion, and then the spray. And I'm like, oh my God, girl, how did you miss that? It was one of those idiot moments. But anyway, I was very intrigued by this scent, and we're going to holler about her for a minute. And it's that new Apple. Yep, Apple from Bath & Body Works. #3, Mist. Scent notes are apple, strawberry, and rain. Well, you don't say. I do really like this a lot, though. It's a very fresh, crisp, bright apple. I don't really get notes of strawberry. If you pick this up, do you get notes of strawberry in here, or is it just me? Because to me, it's mostly the apple and like these fresh rain notes. It's bright, it's vibrant. The first thing gives me off rip is like Salon Selectives vibes from back in the day. Like Salon Selectives, now I don't even know if they sell those anymore, but it would give me like vibes like this. Or what's that one? Garnier Nutrice, the one shampoo that has the apple on the front of it. Yeah, that's what this reminds me of. It is a beautiful scent. However, again, the longevity. Need I say more in that department? Because it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I mean, I really couldn't smell it about after 30, 45 minutes. So definitely would have to reapply, but I could see myself putting this on like first thing in the morning. I'd probably put other things on throughout the day because your girl definitely enjoys a variety of scent throughout the day, depending on my mood, how I'm feeling. But this just like gives me like total springy vibes. Like the sun is shining here in Cleveland, Ohio today. It's beautiful outside. It's a little chilly, but it's still, all the leaves on the trees have started to come out. There's flowers blooming. I'm like, yes, spring has arrived. Yeah, so this definitely gives me vibes of spring. But let's talk about some comparisons, shall we? The first one I want to compare it to, I actually heard this over on TikTok. And now I just want to say something. Not all of my comparisons are based on what someone else has said it smells like. Sometimes I'm just like, it kind of made me think of this scent or something along that line. So don't just automatically assume I'm pulling all of these from just various social media sites, because that's not the case. Just wanted to clear that up. But the first one I want to compare it to, I saw it, I think it was on TikTok. They were comparing that bad boy to Juniper Breeze. Yes, Juniper Breeze. This is one of my longtime favorite tried and true scents from Bath & Body. I will never forget the first time I smelled this. It was years and years and years ago. And I didn't like it at first. To me, it was like almost too freshy type of a vibe. But let me say, that girl grew on me and grew on me hard and fast. And I still love her today. Scent notes are juniper leaves, green apple, blue jasmine, fresh woods, and dewy musk. There's just something about this scent that just is like, yeah. It has, you definitely get the green apple in this, 100%. I don't really get woods or musk that much. That's way in the background. What I mostly get is the green apple, a teeny bit of blue jasmine, and juniper leaves. Juniper has a very distinct, almost like a sharp note to it. Some people have compared it to like a perfumey balsam, but I don't see it as perfumey balsam. I see it as like a sharp, crisp note, and I think that's what turned me off when I initially smelled it, but it grew on me and it grew on me hard. This is really, really good, but in comparison to apple, They are different. I will say they both have like that same sharp note, and there's definitely apple detectable in Juniper Breeze, but the juniper, the actual like really sharp note that juniper gives it is obviously not in here. But I will say, if you thought Juniper Breeze was too sharp, this might be more up your alley, because they're similar, but they're not, if that makes sense. I think what it is the apple note that's in here is definitely detectable in here, at least to my nose, Another one, of course, everybody and their brother have been comparing it to, is Country Apple. Yep, Country Apple. Scent notes are Macintosh Apple, Apple Blossom, Fresh Muguet, Sheer Sunlight, and Orchard Woods. I will say, Country Apple, to me now, does not smell the same as it did when it first came out. When it first came out, I remember having this very pure apple scent note in it. And I think that they've lost that somewhere along the way, because I'm going to smell it now. It's been a while since I smelled it. Yeah, to me now, it's almost like they've perfumed it up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, this bottle is from 2021. And it smells more perfumey and less really appley to me. Like, I remember it being really appley. Like, you do pick up apple blossom, but that beautiful, fresh, crisp apple is missing. It's not there anymore. And there is definitely like a woodsy note in the background. It's more of like a perfumey apple more than anything else. So how would I compare it to this? No, I don't think they would compare. This, in ways, smells more similar to the original Country Apple I remember than Country Apple does now. Like, if you do remember how Country Apple was back in the day, if you do, leave me a comment down below. Let me know, do you think it's changed? I think it's changed a lot. Like, a lot. Yeah. Ooh. The next one I want to compare it to, this was a comparison of my own. Because, in fact, the next two are. Because when I smelled apple, I immediately thought of two scents that it made me just think of immediately. And don't flip out on me, but the first one was Gingham Fresh. Yep, Gingham Fresh. I do not have scent notes on this mini, but it had pear notes in it, and I think there may have even been an apple note in here. But it's beautiful, and it's actually kind of in ways a little similar to how Country Apple is now, a tiny bit, but to apple, they're still this like fresh air, fresh something type of a component that's in both of these scents. I know in here they're going to call it rain. It's a very fresh, sharp note, and that same type of note is in Gingham Fresh. Yes, I would say that they're almost cousins, Joe. Like, for real. The only difference is, in my opinion, is you can definitely pick up notes of muted pear in here, and the apple is much sharper in here. It actually smells a little sweeter to me in apple. A tiny bit. Yeah, but they are a little similar. I know that sounds wacky, but in my opinion, they are a tiny bit similar. Now, what I will say, the first thing that came to mind when I smelled this was this next one, and it's Beautiful Day. Yep, Beautiful Day. This is probably my most favorite packaging of Beautiful Day that they put out like in a really long time. The packaging I had before that, it was blue, but there was a tree on it, and there was like a big apple, and it looked like a beautiful summery day. But I'm digging this. I'm loving the ombre. I'm loving the blue. Blue is screaming to me this year for some reason. But scent notes on Beautiful Day is Sun-Kissed Apple, Sparkling Cassis, Wild Daisies, Pink Peony, and Fresh Woods. I still love me some Beautiful Day. Damn, she good. Beautiful Day is like, to me, one of the most beautiful apple scents that Bath and Body Works has come out and has consistently been there all this time. What they did to Country Apple was a shame because they made her a perfumey apple, but not in a good way, in my opinion. This is much more my preferred perfumey apple. I pair this all the time with Kayali's Eden, which is that juicy apple, and I freaking love it. Yes. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. Ironically, Beautiful Day, beautiful. You definitely get the beautiful apple note in here. You get a little bit of daisy. I don't really get any peony, and I'm glad because I think if I would have picked up the peony note more, it would have ruined it for me. And they say fresh woods, but it's so far in the background, I ain't really getting it. It's just enough to kind of give it this sweet warmth. You know what I mean? What I will say though, smelling them side by side, Beautiful Day, in my opinion, is the better apple over apple. It's a bit perfumey, but in a good way, like a very good way. Whereas this apple is more like fresh, clean, cleaner type of apple. You know what I mean? Fabuloso apple scent. You know what I mean? Kind of like that. Yes, it almost is like an apple cleaner that you would use to spray with. It's not bad, it just has a very distinct, sharp note. That same type of fresh note that's in White T-shirt, remember that one, is in here, but mixed with apple. So I do like this scent, but if I had to pick one apple scent from Bath & Body, it's going to be Beautiful Day, honey. It's going to be Beautiful Day. Yeah, but let me know, did you guys pick up apple? What did you think? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. And y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and ding the bell so you're alerted every single time your girl uploads. And I will see you in the next one. All right, you guys. Bye-bye.